por venir a participar de esta sesión, en la cual tenemos el gusto de recibir al señor Dmitry Feoktistov, el embajador de la Federación Rusa de la República Argentina. ¿Esto está funcionando? El señor Feoktistov tiene una larga carrera en el ámbito multilateral, tanto en su país como en las Naciones Unidas, en Nueva York, donde ejerció en 2 oportunidades diferentes puestos en la misión, y en su país, en la Cancillería rusa, tuvo responsabilidades en varios organismos relacionados con Naciones Unidas y con asuntos multilaterales, tales como desarme y no proliferación, o como terrorismo, la lucha contra el terrorismo, que también le tocó encabezar, hasta que fue, antes de venir a la Argentina, vicedirector del Departamento para los Nuevos Retos y Amenazas del Ministerio de Asuntos Exteriores de la Federación de Rusia. Es por eso que esta, yo creo que va a ser, si me permite el embajador Feoktistov, una experiencia especial, porque es la primera vez que va a encabezar una misión bilateral y con un país con el cual su país, Rusia, tiene una rica y larga historia de cooperación militar. Y tenemos una asociación estratégica integral firmada entre los 2 países en el año 2015, en abril de 2015. Las relaciones bilaterales han cumplido este año 133 años, ya que se establecieron en el año 85, 1885. Tuvimos varias visitas de presidentes rusos. Espero que este año tengamos todavía al presidente Putin para la cumbre del G20, con lo que sería ya la 4ª visita de un presidente. Nosotros también, a su vez, hemos tenido los presidentes Alfonsín, Menem, Fernández de Kirchner y Macri, que han hecho visitas oficiales a la Federación Rusa. Así que tenemos muchísimos instrumentos para trabajar. Embajador, ahí debe haber un rato. Tenemos muchos instrumentos y muchos medios de comunicación para trabajar. El embajador Feoktistov se va a dirigir a ustedes en inglés, va a haber una interpretación de un colega de la embajada rusa. So, Ambassador, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Lila, for this detailed introduction, though I have not understood a single word. Maybe just Putin or just my last name, which you managed to pronounce it in the correct way, which is a very rare thing with me here in Argentina. Thank you, Alberto, Lila, again for inviting me for making the floor to be here in Kari. I know that the Eurasian project is one of your advanced one, because as we follow the invitations which you sent to other colleagues, we know that the Ambassador of Georgia was here, and the Deputy Foreign Minister of Ukraine was recently here, so I'm honored to be here. You already mentioned the details of my CV. I'm really sorry that I have to address this distinguished audience in English. Spanish is my Achilles heel. I just arrived 3 months ago. I just started taking lessons in Spanish, and there's a long way to do until I can master my language. I don't have much time now for that, unfortunately, in anticipation of the G20 and President Putin's visit here, and I apologize for that. We have an excellent interpreter from the embassy close to me, so if you feel more comfortable for you at some moment to ask questions in Spanish, please do, and then you can also interpret into Spanish my answer. I don't know with what to start. My resume was shared with you by Lila. I can only add that I have always been multilateral. I'm a career diplomat. I'm with the diplomatic service for more than 25 years already. I've never been posted to the country where my bosses expected me to do bilateral things. So it's always been multilateral departments back in Moscow or New York, the Russian mission to the United Nations. So bilateral work is quite a challenge for me, especially that I'm not from the Latin American mafia. As we can say in the foreign ministry, neither do I speak Spanish yet. So it's really challenging, especially that in 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, President Putin will come here. I arrived here with my wife. We waiting a baby in December, immediately after the G20 summit. So from the summit, I will go straight. I didn't do anything. I hope it's not a provocation of the Russian enemies. So immediately from the summit, I will go to kind of a kindergarten, and we know that he will be a boy, so people are smiling, proposing the names like Vladimir Mauricio, because our presidents will be. Frankly, thank you. As far as my Spanish is concerned, because as I said, I started taking lessons, but I have 2 conditions. One of them is no homework, because I don't leave at home. In anticipation of this historic visit, I need to be in my office all the time. Trust me or not, I don't know the names of the streets which are close to the embassy, maybe 1 or 2. I know where Recoleta is because we are in Recoleta. If I turn left or right, I can lose my way. But certainly I hope that after the summit, I will have more time to understand Argentina, to travel more. I've been nowhere beyond Buenos Aires yet, except one province of San Luis, on the invitation of the governor. And that was the rare example of me getting out of the city. Certainly, I want to know Argentina more. I want to love Argentinian people, because we are really friends. Lila mentioned our strategic partnership. In December, there'll be another, in addition to my son, will be another pleasant surprise for me, not only personal, but for our peoples as well. And this is strategic partnership anniversary. We will mark 10 years anniversary since the declaration of strategic sail-away machine and Transmarshall, different companies which are active in this area. They already participated in manufacturing and exporting to Argentina, special equipment for the hydroelectric stations. And I can say that our companies are planning to take part in 5 or 6 more bids to provide Argentinian hydroelectric stations with this special equipment. Another area of particular interest to the Argentinian side is infrastructure. I was told that, I'm not an expert to say whether it's true or wrong, but I was told that years ago Argentina had a very efficient railways. Then, because of the truck automotive lobby, so this railway system downgraded, unfortunately. But nowadays, there's an interest from the Argentinian side to revive this net of railways, especially one of the reasons being the Vaca Muerta of organic fertilizers to Argentina. Not in terms of the volume, not as huge as Brazil, for example. To Brazil, this company, which I would say that Russia is different from other suppliers because our competitors, and I will know it not finger pointing, but they provide Argentina with non-organic fertilizers, which are very hazardous, including for the health. We buy from Argentina agricultural products. We don't want our citizens, our children, to eat fruits and vegetables which are poisonous and which are dangerous, and we don't want Argentinian kids also to be fed up on non-organic products raised here. So this is just a mention of what Russia can bring in terms of advantage. So we're talking about the building of the big logistical port on Paranarivo. Probably the exchange rate with the US dollar it diminished 2 times. So it used to be $2 billion, now it's less than 1. So to be exact, last year it was $890 million. This year, for the first 10 months, we registered the growth, 23%, which is not bad. But even with this growth, it will be under or very similar to 1 billion. So certainly we can do more. Argentina and Brazil, how much is this? 20, $30 billion, something like this, or even more. With Germany, we have $50 billion. And with China, it's even hard to say. So we can do better. And certainly we hope that when our presidents meet in 3 weeks, they will also discuss, start a discussion with the economic projects. Maybe enough of the economics. I have like another maybe 10, 15 minutes for the rest. And this reflects the priorities, by the way. Trade, economy, the bigger chunk, and then the small chunk for all the rest. So as far as the political dialogue, okay, we have meetings of the presidents, we have all other meetings. With the foreign ministry, we have a line of consultations called political consultations, but in reality it's not only political, it's also economic, all other stuff, press and information, for example, new challenges and threats. So it's at the level of the directors of the departments, it's probably 5 to 7. So when we expire this year, we will sign a new one for another 3 years during President Putin's visit here. We are members of many similar multilateral fora. Mostly all the politics is done in New York in terms of multilateral issues, so it's the United Nations. Argentina is a long-standing supporter of Russian initiatives at the UN, and what I'm talking about is 3 major Russia-sponsored UNJ resolutions. One on the international information security, which was put on board, by the way, last Thursday, and Argentina again supported Russia's draft. So it's international information security is another warning for the cyber security, which is a hot topic nowadays, if you can imagine. The second one is preventing militarization of Nazism, which is also a very topical issue. And the third one is non-militarization of space and exclusively peaceful use of outer space. For years, Argentina supported this supported Russian resolutions. We certainly hope this will continue. Russia has, from the outskirts, supported from inside all the Argentinian priorities of the G20, all of them from the very beginning. Other important for Argentina issues were always with you, including on the status of the Malvinas Islands. So this dialogue is rolling on without any pausing. Moreover, we hope that we can upgrade this dialogue to a new height, and the President's Putin visit will give an additional impetus to this. Last but not least, the third priority is the security area. You know that nowadays you have multilaterals, bilaterals. Nothing will do without the new challenges and threats. You've got the issues of terrorism, international terrorism, drug production and trafficking, transnational organized crime, cybersecurity, piracy, things like this are all the negotiations. So these are transborder, transnational issues which have been widely discussed everywhere. The very first draft document which I presented Mr. Farid when I visited him on my first working day was the draft bilateral agreement on cooperation in fighting international terrorism. This is a special issue. On the one hand, Argentina so far does not have any, I stress this, any bilateral agreement on cooperation in fighting terrorism. It seems strange to me personally because Argentina, as Russia, has been the victim of terrorist attacks in the 90s. And there is a requirement of the United Nations Security Council resolutions, which are mandatory, that all states, regardless of the level of the threat, should demonstrate the effective bilateral cooperation in countering terrorism. Russia has long been the victim of terrorism inside the country, has a unique experience in combating terrorism both inside and outside of the country. So there's a lot we can share with our Argentinian friends. Well, the process of negotiations are underway. Well, somebody should be first. Maybe not us, maybe China, maybe United States, Japan, I don't know. But states, as I say, should demonstrate that their systems to combat terrorism are effective. On counterterrorism, there's also a well-known Federal Security Service of Russia established 10 years ago, the International Database on Countering Terrorism. 41 special and law enforcement services from 35 countries are members of this database, which consists of tons and tons of information about foreign terrorist fighters, about international terrorist organizations and things like this. It's free of charge, it's bigger than Interpol, and what we discussed with Argentinian colleagues is the possibility of joining this database, which is to one extent which is similar to Interpol, but as I said, it's even bigger because Interpol is just one of the members of our database. Another area is illicit drug production and trafficking. Probably you've heard about the first Russian-Argentinian successful operations to combat the delivery of the almost 400 kilos of cocaine from Colombia through Argentina to Russia and then to some of the European countries. At the same day where I visited Mr. Macri and presented him with my credentials, this particular morning I was at the Jacarita Cemetery with the Minister of Security, Ms. Boric, where we destroyed together this 400 kilos of cocaine in the crematorium. So probably I didn't feel well enough when I visited President Macri later this day. It was just a joke. So what we are explaining to our colleagues in Argentina is that, well, the nature of the drugs threat to Russia and Argentina is different, because for Russia the main problem is drugs from Afghanistan, and it's heroin, and for Argentina it's mainly cocaine from the neighboring countries. But both Russia and Argentina are countries of consumption and transit, so there's enough prerequisites for the cooperation in this area. Cyber security, information security, well, this is, as I said, this is, you follow the news, this is really a hot topic, and we are now discussing with the Argentinian friends the possibility of working on the kind of the intergovernmental agreement which Russia already has with other countries, including in the region like Brazil or Cuba. So on security, this dialogue has more prospects to enhance, mainly in the area of the new challenges and threats. As far as the classical military technical cooperation, well, there's not much to say. Argentina is not in the front doing, primarily the social benefits should be cut off. I'm not the economist, so probably I cannot support this high level of discussion on this issue. But anyway, people managed to survive all these difficult times, and there was also an option which Russia was facing, whether to find of the IMF and international financial institutions.
Mi intención es también sumarme al agradecimiento del señor por la participación de la Federación Rusa a través de su presidente en la búsqueda del submarino San Juan.
Words and in Afghanistan on how much has been provided by Boris Putin or to Mr. Trump, or maybe at least to the press secretary for Mr. Putin. For me, it's easier maybe to say, though I've never been present, as you know, I'm multilateral, not bilateral. I've never been present at the bilateral meetings between Mr. Putin and Mr. Macri. Certainly, I hope there'll be a chance in December for me as an ambassador to be present at this first meeting for me. So for me, it's easier to say anyway, regardless of this, for me it's easier to say a few words about President Putin and President Macri than about President Putin and Mr. Trump. So as far as our presidency is concerned, I know that they first met in 2014 when your president was mayor of Buenos Aires. And also I know that the more they meet, the more friends they become. And I know that they share some views for sports, for example, and for the foundations of the world order, if you wish, because for Russia and Argentina, it's a common approach to see the world as a multipolar, not just bipolar, and to support multilateralism, and to support the fundamental principles of the international law, including respect for the sovereignty of states, non-interference in the domestic affairs, and peaceful resolution of the crisis, as well as seeing the United Nations as a center point, as a foundation for this world order. So it's hard for me to speculate about the relationships between President Putin and President Trump. I think these are working relations when they meet, but they don't meet too often. You know that we expected them to meet in Paris, but then French president insisted that there should be no bilateral meetings, not to distract attention from the commemoration of the end of the First World War. We certainly expect our presidents to meet here in Buenos Aires, but then Mr. Trump, as you know, slashed his presence here to 24 hours, will leave before the summit ends. And it's difficult for me, then to say what are these relations because they don't meet too often. The last time probably substantial, the first and the last substantial time in Helsinki, Finland. So again, to develop better relations, like in everyday life, you need to meet and to talk, maybe even drink something together, like Malbec here, for example, or something else. In Paris, but still there's no opportunity. But we always reiterated, and the President himself said that he is always open to sit down with President Trump and discuss anything and everything, because we are P5 members. We have nuclear arsenals which supersede all other arsenals in the world. We need to talk, especially that there's been so many negative developments around Russia and about our bilateral relations. We hope that Buenos Aires will be a place where presidents can intersect and sit at the table and discuss things. As far as the communist or non-communist is concerned, well, we all evolve. Some wise man once said that when a young person is always a revolutionary, when he is more than 40, he is a conservative. So I don't know, I don't think President Putin is a communist because there's actually no more fundamental communist party to defend. There is a communist party because we are a multi-party society. There is a communist party and they have a lot of supporters, but President Putin is not part of the communist party. And I think for president of the country, that's my personal view, it's wrong. For a country which is multi-political, multi-ethnical, multi-dimensional in all the areas,